Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel of the lovely Bunker. Um, I'm back with another TV Tropes episode because I figured let's go for another one because the last one in terms of this content channel actually kind of did okay. It did nice. I figured we could delve into a new one and yeah. We probably don't have much on here, but I will go through the future trope, the newest trope, and then I'm kind of gonna do like a little thing. We're not gonna go through the random tropes here. Instead, we're gonna go through games and their tropes and whatnot, and see what we explored there of the game or the series and whatnot. And yeah. We'll also do like specific tropes and whatnot and see what we catch in there. So the game here is going to be pretty obvious because it is one of my favorite series and whatnot. So we're going to start off with these two. And yeah, we'll begin over the next one. Hella's new management. Yes. A typical fate of characters is that enter hell is a horrific one, tortured by demons for all eternity. That's not the case with this guy. He'd much rather be the demon's boss than a victim. This trope is where a character is sent to whatever it is that the evil people go when they die, decides to take over. Depending on the setting, it may be where everyone good and bad goes. But rest assured that this character will make himself king of them all. It takes an especially devious, powerful, and or determined character to accomplish this given the heavy odds stacked against them. Or him. And yeah. So, yeah, obviously because we're a video gamist and I'm not, let's see here, Helltaker, I remember that, I guess to say is film that found Old Scrolls, Oblivion. I never played Oblivion, I gotta say that. Yeah, there's really nothing else here. I could talk about Mortal Kombat, but I haven't played it in a long time. Yeah. Yeah. Also, spoiler alert for any games that you did not play and whatnot, in case we delve into them. So yeah, Hala's new management. Not much there. Apparently the site's not secure, but... Shitty Scalper. What's wrong, buddy? The big game is here. What's that? You want to go, but it's the big game. So naturally, tickets have been sold out for months. Not to worry. I happen to have a few tickets on me for a small markup. Whenever there is a big sporting event or show ranging from anything from a concert to a circus or theater show, expect to find someone illegally selling tickets outside the booth at inflated places. People who scalp tickets are called scalpers and prey on gullible or desperate spectators. They are commonly found outside of site events or in fixed locations to those who have connections. Of course, nowadays they are found on the internet as well, and media the sellers will look very shady, probably wearing a conspicuous trench coat. Or, if not, there'll be mortar mouths hawking their wares to anyone walking by. Yep. Video games. Earthbound Beginnings, but I didn't play Earthbound Beginnings. Alright, so those are our two, okay, those are our two tropes. So I got to click back on TV tropes. And yeah, now we'll get into what I would consider kind of the game that I want to work on, and that is Kirby. We'll start off with Kirby because this year Kirby and the Forgotten Land came out, and that's one of the best things out there. So yeah, Kirby. It's fun. Anyways, so let's look over what we have. So Kirby franchise, here it is. Awesome. Yeah. First you draw a circle, then you dot the eyes out of a great big smile, and presto, it's Kirby. Kirby is a multimedia franchise co-owned by Nintendo and HAL Laboratory and originally created by Masahiro Sakurai. best people out there. One of the best people out there. The game's star, the titular Kirby, who's a young pink blobby alien thingy. He can suck enemies into his mouth and spit them out with incredible force. We're starting with the second game, Kirby's Adventure. Devour them and absorb their powers. He takes the old maxim, you are what you eat, quite literally. Throughout most of his adventures, he journeys across Dreamland, and a Japanese, a fictional country, the distant planet Popstar, to protect it from alien invaders and other threats to his home. Yes, sir. Obviously, we're gonna talk about him, but Kirby is one of my favorite franchises. My favorite, probably Nintendo franchise, personally, because I love the series. I know, objectively, it's not gonna stand near Mario and Legend of Zelda, but it's my personal favorite because I think these games are awesome. And yeah. We'll obviously go through the games that are shown, and then we'll go ahead and go through the tropes. So, main series. Kirby's Dream Land, 1992. Kirby's Adventure, 1993. Kirby's... The Classic Adventures, Kirby's Adventure, 2011. The 3DS release. Kirby's Dream Land 2, 1995. Kirby's Superstar, 1996. Kirby's Superstar Ultra, 2008. That game's awesome. Kirby's Dream Land 3, 1997, Kirby 64 and the Crystal Shards 2000, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror 2004, Kirby Sweet Sword 2006, Kirby's Return to Dreamland 2011, Kirby Triple Deluxe 2014, Kirby Planet Robot 2016, Kirby Star Allies 2018, Kirby and the Forgotten Land 2022. We got Pinball Land in 1993, Kirby's Dream Course in 1995, amazing. Kirby's Avalanche, 1995, Kirby's Block Ball, 1995, Kirby's Toy Box, 1996, Kirby's Star Stacker, 1997, Kirby's Star Stacker, 1998, Kirby Tilt and Tumble, 2000, Kirby Air Raid, 2003, Kirby Canvas Curse, 2005, Kirby's Epic Yard, 2010, Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn 2019, Kirby's Mass Deck 2011, Kirby's Dream Collection 2012, Kirby's Fire Deluxe 2014, Kirby's DDD's Drum Dash Deluxe 2014, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse 2015, Kirby Team Crash Deluxe 2017, Kirby's Blast 2017, Kirby Battle Royale 2017, Super Kirby Clash 2019, Kirby Fighters 2 2020. Yes. Then we have other light novels. We have the light novels. Other works in the franchise. Kirby's light novels. Kirby right back at you. Anime, and it's Kirby time. Picture books. Nice. The anime is awesome, by the way. Interesting. Yeah. He has Sakura has not been around after, right? So, yeah. Well, let's start up. Because these are so many tropes, we'll only go off a bit of them. 100% completion required in Kirby's Dream Land 2, Kirby's Dream Land 3, and Kirby 64 Crystal Shards to unlock the true last boss of the best ending. Use and Return to Dreamland Triple Deluxe and Planet Robot to unlock bonus levels in each world, which each have an extra collectible. Collecting all of those in turn opens up new stuff. Ability mixing. Generally rare in the series, but it was a hallmark of the Dark Matter trilogy, Dreamland 2, Dreamland 3, Kirby 64, Crystal Shards. It was only shown up only sporadically since then. Let's talk about 64. Any of the 7 abilities available can be mixed with each other for a unique ability, or with itself to provide an enhanced version of the single ability move. And then we have Star Allies. A number of abilities can be combined in Star Allies, the most common effect being imbuing in a physical weapon like a sword, cutter, bomb with an element. Or to streamline this system, multiple abilities can have the same effects. For example, Plasma, Beam, and ESP all act as zap when combining, and elemental weapons aren't the only combinations available for one using Blizzard or Splash on Stone, or Stone Kirby turns into a curling stone. Yes. Yes. Hardcore Kirby. American Kirby is hardcore. Trope namer. Since around the formal establishment of Treehouse, around the time of Nightmare and Dreamland's release, Nintendo America tends to brush angry eyebrows on his face for the game covers. Notable versions include Superstar Ultra, Epic Yarn, Rainbow Curse, Star Allies, Forgotten Land. I don't remember Forgotten Land having that. In the Super Smash Bros. Series, no versions where Kirby is also angry on the Japanese box arts include Triple Deluxe and Playing Robot. Incidentally, early Western advertisements showed a rougher, more hardened Kirby than one present on the original game boxes, and the Western developed as Kirby's Avalanche and features a very sarcastic Kirby. Yeah, alright, so we went through those. GL, Grenade Launcher. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and go for Happy Dance, where Kirby often gains an ability to clone himself. Not only that, but it's also just catchy as hell. Yes. Hard and hard, insane, ouch difficulty in Star Stacker. The true arena from Superstar Ultra onwards. So much of difficulty in Star Allies Boss Rush, the ultimate choice. Yep, Kirby also has his own spin on difficulty, and that is the boss rushes and the hardest difficulty. They're hard. They're more like endurances though. Like, it's really kind of a test of your endurance. And how you're gonna handle it, to be honest. Idiot hero. Kirby isn't dumb, but he's simple-minded and he can be naive at times due to his age. The fact that nobody ever tells him what's going on until it's too late. Oh boy, poor communication kills. Kirby's adventure and its remake, Kirby of Nightmare and Dreamland. Kirby thinks that King Deity is responsible for Dreamland's lack of dreams. Technically, he's right, but he doesn't know that Nightmare was behind all the problems in the land, nor that Deity is actually trying to stop him. In Kirby's Squeak Squad, Kirby thinks the treasure chests the Squeak stole contained a strawberry shortcake, but he didn't know that the chest was actually the prison of Dark Nebula. Yeah. The infamous cake memes. Where's this fucking cake? Better give it to him. Joke abilities, Sleep Kirby. Yeah, however, in Forgotten Land, you can upgrade Sleep, which actually turns it to really interesting. It's a really unique ability by that point. Oh, yeah. The Kutsu plot has become somewhat infamous for this. The first 4 games have incredibly simple plots. DD steals all the food from Dreamland and scatters the pieces of the Star Rod to avoid Nightmare breaking loose. Dark Matter gets introduced and possesses DD and Kirby and stops the sun and the moon from fighting, and gets manipulated by Marks to summon a galactic nova so the former can use it to dominate the universe. Come Dreamland 3, Dark Matter returns and their leader, Zero, is introduced. In Crystal Shards, Dark Matter returns again and Zero returns in the new form of Zero 2. Then Amazing Mirror introduces the concept of parallel universes within the Mirror world. Then in Return to Dreamland, we get introduced into the Ancients, enigmatic beings who create multiple items like the Galactic Novas and the Star Rod. Triple Deluxe then reveals that the Dimension Mirror was given to Sectonia as a gift, which is also getting corrupted by it, and then Star Allies. Whoo boy. Sojiro. Star Allies drops probably the biggest bombshell in the series by introducing Void, a destructive being which exists in all dimensions and caused the Ancients to make the found throughout the series, and then the DLC reveals that Void is the source of everything in the franchise, having so many likely relations to Dark Matter, with Kirby being the source of Void incarnated via positive energy. Even Sapphire also reveals the butterfly thinking the alien upon Kirby is actually a being which brings judgment, can absorb being people and other beings to grow more powerful by doing so. Then Forgotten Land reveals that the previous inhabitants of the New World used Fecto Forgo to escape the planet, with it commonly being speculated that they would become the Ancients. The lore has become so complex that it's nigh impossible to understand at all. Luckily, most of the lore is in the background, so the series doesn't suffer from the continuity lockout, with the basic plot being self-contained. Yeah, Kirby lore is crazy. It's crazy. Oh, Magical Clown, Marks from Kirby Superstar, a jester who gains magical powers when he tricks Kirby into activating the wishing star nova for him, allowing him to wish for power, turning him into a giant bat out of hell many elemental powers, including an ice person and green thumb. It gets worse in Kirby Superstar Ultra, she becomes Smirk's Assault, which is similar to his first one-winged angel form, but even more powerful and acts crazy. Yeah. Metroidvania, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, and the Great Cave Offensive game in Kirby Superstar. Amazing Mirror is kind of a 2D open world game, if you don't know. It is definitely one of the best entries in the series, and some people I would know would consider this and part of the Game Boy and DS games as the best era of Kirby games, because that's where kind of Kirby like blew up more, and then before we got to Return to Dreamland with the new formula and whatnot. So yeah, Monster of the Week. Most of the games introduce one major antagonist that at the most may have mere cameos afterwards. This also extended into the anime, where most antagonists were monsters purchased by King Dedede. Yeah, Kirby's Dream Land has King Dedede, who later became more of a friendly enemy who appears in multiple spin-offs as the main antagonist. Kirby's Adventure has Nightmare. Yep, Kirby Superstar has Marks, although in their respective game modes, Meta Knight, Dynablade, and King Dedede also served as antagonists. Kirby and the Amazing Mirror has Dark Mind. Kirby Canvas has Dralcia. Kirby Squeak Squad has the Squeaks and Dark Nebula. Kirby's Epic Yarn has the Yin Yarn. Kirby Mass Attack has Necrodius. Kirby's Return to Dreamland has Magalar, another very infamous antagonist in the series, especially due to the Return to Dreamland is one of the most popular and most one of the best Kirby games. Kirby Triple Deluxe has Queen Sectonia. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse has Calacia, and the one behind her, Dark Crafter. Kirby Planet Robobot has President Haltman, until he's betrayed and deleted by Stardream. Kirby Star Allies has Highness, who later sacrificed his own generals and himself to bring forth Void Termina. Kirby's Dreamland 2, Dreamland 3, and the Crystal Shards are the only games that avert this, having an arc villain in the form of Dark Matter, and as such are dubbed the Dark Matter Trilogy. This is because they had a different game director than the other titles. Dreamland 3 does show that they have the man behind the man, Zero. Crystal Shards also has Miracle Matter in 02. This does not reveal Kirby in the Forgotten Land, probably because Kirby in the Forgotten Land is kind of an interesting twists. They're not really monsters in Kirby Forgotten Land, actually, which is pretty interesting. Mood Whiplash, Kirby is cute, the world is cute, even the enemies are cute, and yet everything just turns fucking evil. Yeah. Yeah. Nintendo Hard, obviously. Yeah. Yes. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, physical, mystical, and technological. 3 consecutive main series games feature enemy factions within the team. Kirby Planet Robobot, the Haltman Works Company, is a technological using high-tech devices to industrialize Pop Star for profit. Kirby Star Allies, the Jibandran religion is the mystical, whose members include 3 mage generals and the cultists who seek to revive a dark god. Kirby the Forgotten Land, the Beast Pack, is the physical, whose members are beasts that use their beast instincts and natural capabilities, and the goal is to capture wildies for a sinister purpose. By the way, because Kirby the Forgotten Land is new, please, if you gotten to this point, spoiler alerts, because Forgotten Land has only been out for 3 months now. So, no, 2 months now. It's only been out for 2 months, so please, go play the game first. The true mastermind, however, is an ultimate life form who utilizes both mystical and technological means by psionically brainwashing the beast pack and enslaving the captured wallabies as hamster wheel power to provide power to its containment capsule in the lab discoverer. Yes. Alright. Let's go ahead and head to... Let's get a few more ones. Shout out. There's a lot of shout out there. So yeah. Let's see. Is there really anything here? This means war. King Dedede says this at the beginning of the mode in Kirby Star Stacker. Interesting. Took a level in badass. King Dedede has Mass Dedede, which shows in the difficulty of the fight as well. Trademark favorite food. Kirby loves tomatoes, especially life restoring maximum tomatoes. In the anime, he prefers watermelons. Various Japanese supplementary materials, including the real life Kirby Cafe, reveal that Meta Knight's favorite food is a particular kind of parfait, as well as affogato. I pronounced that wrong. True final boss. Yep. Here we go. Dreamland 2, Dark Matter Blade reveals its true form once it's taken out of damage. It can only be fought by collecting all the rainbow drops. Dreamland 3, Dark Matter and Master Zero, both of whom can only be fought to collecting all the heart stars. Crystal Shards 02 can be only fought to collecting all the crystal shards. Superstar Ultra, who is fought at the end of the true arena. Mass Attack Necrotius, despite being the big bad, takes the status with his dragon skull for being the regular final boss. Return to Dreamland. What's this? Regular Soul, who appears in extra mode in the true arena. Why did I say what's this? I should know this. Triple Deluxe. Now I know. Soul Sectonia, who has an altered final phase from the original, only appears at the end of the true arena. I noticed. Planar Robobot, Star Dream Soul S, which has an extra phase and only appears at the end of the true arena. Yes. It's Void Soul, who serves as the true final boss in the Ultimate Choice and has an altered final phase. The Wave 3 update adds Void as the true final boss in the new Soul Melter EX difficulty in the Ultimate Choice mode. And then finally, Morpho Knight caps off the post-game scenario and its defeat heralds the true ending. Chaos Elfless fulfills the requisite Ultimate Challenge boss fight at the end of the Ultimate Cup C. This will definitely need to be edited because Forgotten Land. Yeah, that is it for our main Popstar Kirby. If I refresh this, will it fix up? It will. he's the super tough pink puff. Yeah. So that's Kirby, the franchise. Will start us off on our kind of franchise endeavors. I think the next one we'll do like a series of tropes, like a super trope and whatnot, and see what is continuous off of that, and see what that does. So yeah, this is the second episode of TV Tropes. I'm gonna see how kind of like far we get off of this and whatnot. And yeah, like I said, we'll continue doing the featured and the newest trope kind of thing, and then we'll go into like, you know, the big things. So yeah, thank you so much for coming by on this lovely day in the lovely bunker. I hope you have a nice, enjoyable night. Peace, peeps.